go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 25 on Alma, Missouri. I got a new truck. Look, it's old and red. I thought I could use it to tow headers around, but turns out the header trailer doesn't fit on it. So, where are we? We have... finished harvesting the beans, harvesting the sorghum, harvesting the wheat, barley, oats, something there. We have a lot of fields which need some work, and this field here that needs to be harvested. So, back. I need to get me some tractors. That one. Because we need to go shopping. Actually, I've already been shopping. We just need to go to the shops to pick things up. So, I'm going to run with the 2 cases at the moment. Well, the weight, drop the weight, back it out. And I might run over and fill up with diesel on this one. Zoom in the camera a little bit. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, we're running low on diesel as well. And next guy is this one. Just going to stick these in front of the door so that when I come through the side door, I'll hurt my toes. Drop that on the floor. Drop that on the floor. And let's go fill this one up too. And turn some lights on. Yay. This one doesn't take much diesel, so that's okay. Good. Okay, so you, my friend, you need to back out of there. Nice. And then back. You should be full. So we're going to go to the store, pick up some stuff. That's a little bit weird, I think. You can stick a vehicle on follow me to pretty much any vehicle you own. And it doesn't default to the one that's directly in front of you. So, a little bit of an issue there, I guess. Okay, so we have a small field of sugar beets. And this week, was it last week, there was a mod for the old sugar beet harvester we've had since Farm Sim 17. So I've added that to the game and we bought one. We have to take the long drive to the store. Get our new stuff, and I had to buy it new. It wasn't available in used form. However, with all the contracts we've been doing lately, I was up to about $360,000. So we spent $180. Guess that's a thing. Don't know what contracts are available today. Might be able to set a worker off on something. We're slowly building up our equipment, so I've got a wrapper now, so I can do bale wrapping contracts. contracts. I've got a round baler, so we can do baling contracts. And I've got mowers, I've got tedders, so, you know, I've got all the things I need. The only thing that worries me is, at least with baling contracts, can I use a round baler to do straw contracts? Because they typically show a square baler. Mr. UPS go. He drove up the street. Okay. Well, we need to do pickup, so I'm going to go around the back here. I did a whole bunch of sunflower contracts, I think. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... You can stop following for a moment. I'm going to stick this on the back of this tractor. And part of the reason for that is, if we go have a look at sugar beet stuff, sugar beet harvesters, this needs 185 horsepower. I don't have a tractor in that range, so this one's smaller than the John Deere, so we'll use that one. And then I'm going to hitch this lot on the back of this tractor. I'm probably going to put the half pine on. See, what do I put it on? It's probably in. It's not a big trailer. It's a heavy trailer, but it's not a big trailer. So potentially, I could just leave it on the back of this thing. But we'll do my usual trick with sugar beet harvesting with tractors, and I am, oops, wrong way, planning no, we're still going the wrong way, that way. I'm planning to run, some people I've seen try to run this setup as one tractor with the topper and the harvester on it. Oh, dang. Okay, that trailer's heavy. This tractor isn't. It's going to make things a little interesting later, I think. So the plan will be to just run round the sugar beet field with the topper on its own, and then harvest it with the harvester on a second tractor. It's just easier. The problem is if you drive over the sugar beet field, you will destroy the crop. If you top it, then you can drive over it and you won't destroy, good grief, you won't destroy the crop. Well, that's going to make things interesting for that guy, I think. Yeah. Ooh. John Deere S7 for sale. I've already got one of those. Maybe I'm not going to tow the trailer. We'll put the trailer in the yard. The problem I have is all the trailers I got at the moment are either small, in which case it's going to be horrible trying to pick up sugar beets, or they don't hold sugar beets. So we can't, we don't have an appropriate trailer. This trailer is a little bit big for the other things I want to be able to do around the farm, which is unfortunate. That's okay for now. I was thinking Stroutman. I think there's a small Flegel trailer that I don't know that I've added into the mod mix. Or Brantner. No, it's a small Brantner trailer, which I used in Farm Sim 17 to feed animals with, because it's it's a nice little size, and it has a rear hitch. You can hitch multiple together, so for feeding pigs you could have a trailer load of corn, one of beans or canola, and another one with wheat or barley in it, and then a fourth one with sugar beets in. And we spin out again. Okay, I'm taking the trailer off now. We'll leave it out in the rain. Okay, it's again the wrong way. That guy. Turn that off. Turn the lights off. And off we go to the field. Don't think I need a weight for this. It's got wheels, so this is usually a job I do with a Massey Ferguson 5 series. And this tractor's kind of equivalent to that. So we'll head out to the field, we'll grab the, we'll top the crop. Kind of need to be careful because obviously I don't have narrows on this, I don't think. So we could end up destroying crop if I accidentally drive over it. But plan is to drive over it with the topper first. Also need to figure out what fields I'm going to plant next year, as opposed to seed. What a field I do want. Oh, just realised it's October. I might want to put some wheat in the ground as well. So, oops. Okay, it doesn't unfold. Does turn on. Does lower. Let's do this. All right. Steering assist, 2 headlands, 3 meters, show lines. Okay. So in theory, the crop should be fairly safe from me. Oh, we lost some. That's unfortunate. So this is kind of like adding gameplay like we used to have with Realismus' seasons, where you've got patches of field where you don't have crop. I think that's down to hail damage. Obviously, Realismus didn't have significant weather conditions. It was just the normal rain, snow, etc. But they would have a failure to ferment, and there was no controlling it. You put your seed into the ground, and then random patches of ground wouldn't grow. And that was just, the seeds didn't ferment, and so there was nothing there to harvest. It's a game mechanic. So there's there's a chance that even if you plant everything properly, you end up with a lower yield because of a lack of growth. Well, yeah, obviously giants haven't added that into the game, but what they have added in is weather, where we end up with crops being damaged by the weather, and yeah, so I have holes in my crops. Try not to drive on the crops with my tractor. Okay, that'll work. It's even better. Woo! Almost. Oh, I see. Okay. That's fine. Little bit of an issue there is that because the equipment's on the front and the tractor itself is what follows the GPS, you'll see I'm getting topping on this row here, but up at the top there it was missing out. So that's the thing. I think I mentioned I got a new locomotive from the UK just before the tariffs kicked in. Well, it arrived in the country before the tariffs kicked in, which was 29th of October. It then took the mail service a week to deliver it, which is fine. Well, this week, had a word with Mrs. Osa, and we have a room for the kids, but the boys now said he only wants to come round every other weekend, and the girl is sort of hardly ever coming round. So she's getting to be a teenager. Well, she's a couple of years off, but she's getting into the I want to spend time with my friends rather than come and visit. So I've purloined their bedroom, or her bedroom, so that I can set up a test track that I can at least run trains around and make sure they work when they arrive from the UK. So I've now proved that my new locomotive works. Now all I have to do is wait for the decoder to turn up so that I can run it on the basement layout. For now, it's all fine. There we go. And see, the nice thing about using this tractor is because it's a short wheelbase, it's very agile, so we can swing that topper around quite nicely and not end up driving over the crop. Bigger tractors tends to be a little bit more difficult to make those two corners. So, how are we doing? Already 7:30. Let's do that. Jump in here. So what did come up? Yeah, it's the 7S. We have one. And so does Millennial Farmer. He's just getting his ready because it's nearly harvest time in the real world, at least for beans and corn. I think he's doing beans first. He's got his new draper on there. I also know where I'm going to put all these sugar beets when we're done. silo or bunker next to the horse shed, which isn't for. I kind of figured it would have been for. What's it? Manure, like the silo next to the cows, but it's actually for silage, and I have no need to make silage, so I'm thinking I can just tip sugar beets into it. I don't have any mods that allows me to ferment sugar beets or anything like that. So it'll just, in theory, it should make a nice storage area, assuming I can use it. If not, I'll just probably delete it and look for a sugar beet storage mod I can use instead. That's the problem. Sometimes silage bunkers, you can't tip anything except stuff that magically turns into chaff. So I think if you forage corn, it will anything you put in it magically, or what am I saying? If you put corn in it, or if you forage corn, I think foraged corn is chaff. If you put grass in it, then the grass magically converts into chaff. So either way, you end up with chaff in the silage bunker. You can't put anything else in. And what that means is if you try to I concentrate here. If you scoop up silage and then think, oh, I didn't want to do that, some silage bunkers won't let you put silage back down again. So you have to find somewhere else to put it if you accidentally scoop it up, or just leave it in the bucket. That can be a bit annoying. Now we can see there on the left, I didn't do a very short row there. That's kind of okay, because while our guidance track is set for 3 meters, oops, we are actually topping a little bit wider than